You're watching CarTell.tv and I'm Simone.
A few months ago, we reviewed the XC40 T5 in the entry-level Momentum trim and we loved it.
Now obviously we weren't the only ones, because by the time we uploaded our review, that version had already sold out. That's how good this car is, that people bought it before watching our review. Unheard of.
Volvo told us that Australia would get new T4 Momentum front-wheel drive, T4 Inscription all-wheel drive and T5 R-Design all-wheel drive soon. And guess what? They weren't lying.
In this video, I'm reviewing the Volvo XC40 T4 Inscription. Now it's officially the middle trim level, but I'd say it's actually closer to the R-Design.
You see, the trim levels are not just the levels of available equipment, but rather aimed at different kinds of customers.
They go something like this.
Momentum is the entry level. It is jam-packed with features inside and out, but it's obviously aimed at practicality.
The Inscription and R-Design up the features even further, but in different directions.
While the R-Design is aimed at sporty buyers, the Inscription is dedicated to luxury with this chrome grille, special colour options and lush interior.
Okay, so after that little intro, let's get on with the review.
Jenny went through the looks pretty comprehensively in her review of the XC40.
I mean, it's a boxy, minimalistic creation, which adds to its seriousness, which is pretty typical Volvo.
On the other hand, it also has some nice details to make the compact SUV what compact SUVs should be. For example, you can get a two-tone exterior, which I don't have, or this pronounced crease on the doors, or the Thor's Hammer LED headlights that I really do like a lot, or the vertical tail lights, or this lovely Swedish flag.
Also, each trim level has dedicated features such as a different grille or wheels. But all of this is not really new. What is new are the new offerings in terms of trim combinations and engines.
The engine in this one is a T4 with 140 kilowatts of power and 300 Newton meters of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed Geartronic which transfers the power to all four wheels.
The XC40 in this setup reaches 108.5 seconds and tops out at 210 kilometers per hour.
There is another option, a T5 in the R-Design trim. It has 185 kilowatts and 350 Newton meters and it's noticeably faster, reaching 100 in just 6.4 seconds.
The T4 engine comes in either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive vehicles.
This one is an all-wheel drive, which increases weight to just over 1,700 kilograms. Now, that's a lot and it shows. The T4's power is more than sufficient, but sharper accelerations when going uphill are not as immediate as one might guess from the spec sheet.
What is great is the combination of the gearbox and torque.
The 8-speed Geartronic works like a charm, and 300 Newton meters of torque from 1400 revs all the way up to 4000 revs provides effortless cruising and a very confident push with next to no lag in most cases.
With such a wide torque curve, you feel like this car would really pull with ease with even fewer gears.
However, having 8 of them allows the same effortless performance at almost any speed.
Steering is very nice and precise, and body roll is present, but it's not really that intrusive. Even in this trim, the XC40 is a pleasure to drive.
It is very car-like, and it makes us far more confident than many of its rivals. It would be safe to assume that the R-Design is the ultimate in this respect, but we'll have to wait and see when we have it in our hands.
Even though this is the less sporty and the less powerful trim, it still feels quick enough. And in terms of elegance, it's just so quiet and refined. Volvo truly are masters of this.
Noise levels are minimal and the interior feels comfortable and cozy.
Smaller wheels on the Momentum and the Inscription are ideal for our bumpy roads. And if you're not looking primarily for performance, then it's a bonus for the lower trims.
On the other hand, most XC40s will spend the majority of their life on city streets, and the dimensions of 4.4 metres in length and 1.8 metres in width are great for those situations.
Add to it the predictable boxy styling and loads of safety perks, and the XC40 feels at home in busy city streets and in tight parking spaces.
Still, despite the compact dimensions, the XC40 is surprisingly spacious on the inside and not so surprisingly plush.
Even the entry trim level feels very premium, but this one goes a noticeable step higher.
Two-tone climate control is standard across the range, as is a cooled glove box. But if there's one optional feature that I would definitely tick, it'd be the panoramic sunroof, which will set you back $2,200.
Not cheap, but I personally would say worth it.
The dash is minimalistic, elegant and clean, covered in great materials and very easy to use.
The 9-inch screen comes with navigation and a great sound system. And if beats are important to you, then this Harman Kardon premium sound system can be yours for only $1,200 extra. There was no beat.
We've also got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
It displays brilliantly on this screen. And what's also cool is it doesn't occupy the whole screen, so you've still got access to these other options.
The seats are made of leather and the front ones are power operated with memory function for the driver's seat. Power lumbar support is also standard, but heated seats are an optional extra. If you want that option, front heaters are $500, while front and rear ones are $900.
Speaking of the rear seats, they are very accommodating and there's more than enough headroom and legroom. There's definitely more than I remember being in the Jaguar E-Pace that I recently reviewed. In fact, I don't think you can get much better in this class.
The wood that you can see here is called driftwood, and it adds a lot to the elegance of the interior.
However, it is reserved for this trim. R-Design gets something called cutting-edge aluminium decor inlays.
I have to say how cool this crystal gear knob looks. Again, it's reserved for the Inscription trim. Compact SUVs are far more affordable than their bigger brothers, or should I say sisters, and that often reduces quality and perks.
However, the XC40 is merely smaller. Many of the comfort features that the XC60 and even the XC90 have are present here as well. This also translates to fit and finish and the great materials. Now, I love my luxury vehicles and it's all about premium feel, and this Volvo certainly has that.
With 479 litres of boot space, the XC40 does not disappoint, and its folding floor adds more practicality. The rear seats are power folding and they give a flat loading floor.
With them folded, you get 1,300 litres of regular shaped cargo capacity. Now that's very nice.
Storage spaces don't end with the boot. Door bins are huge and the central console bin is substantial.
And this little thing here is a removable rubbish bin.
Of course, there are cup holders, USB ports, and even wireless charging in this big space.
Look, with how massive phones are getting these days, more often than not, you'll get into a new car and there won't be enough room for your mobile devices. But here, there are plenty of spaces. When it comes to safety, Volvo is always at the very top of the safety offering. And I remember how advanced the XC90 was when it first appeared. The XC40 packs as standard across the range many of the best safety features currently available.
You get cruise control, collision mitigation support, lane keeping aid, blind spot information system, cross traffic alert, rear parking camera, front and rear park assist, hill start assist, hill descent control, keyless start, keyless entry, rain sensors, and more. There are also other optional features and packs that bring features like adaptive cruise control, distance alert, pilot assist, 360 camera, and park assist pilot.
The previous version of the XC40 sold out faster than water in a desert.
This one keeps all the best features and adds another engine option, as well as a front-wheel drive entry-level model that further drops the already competitive price.
Prices for the XC40 will set you back around $46,000 for the Momentum. It creeps up to around $51,000 for this Inscription, and if you want to splash out, then you can get the R-Design for around $56,000. Now, if it were up to me, I'd probably go for this Inscription. I mean, it's got a great balance of features. I'd probably just add that sunroof I mentioned earlier.
The XC40 offers class-leading space, great engines, good choice of distinctive trim levels, amazing interior quality, and loads of safety perks.
The very first compact SUV from Volvo is already among the best in its class, and it's definitely here to stay. But don't just listen to me, listen to the people who cleared out the first stock. Thanks for watching CarTell.tv. Now, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and follow us on all social media. Now, what do you think of the XC40? Do you love it as much as we do at CarTell.tv? If you don't, what would be your pick in this segment? Leave your comments below.